Shizan says that, can a Muslim use luxury products if he can afford it? If a person can afford it to buy 2 sport cars, live in a big bungalow, wear branded clothes and watches, have a good luxuries or luxurious lifestyle, can he live like that? Because in the Quran it is stated not to be extravagant, so thus it means not to use luxuries and luxurious products. If not, then why, sir, in all wealthy Arab countries, people use big cars, live in big houses, use luxurious products, including Saudi Arabia? If it is not permissible, then why Arabs live such a life? I often get similar questions. And the question itself, there's no problem in it. The problem is when you associate the Arabs, the Gulf countries, Saudi Arabia, as if people are so envious, they have so much hatred in their heart to what the Arabs are doing. Now, having said that, we have to be balanced. I'm not defending the Arabs. I'm not defending the Gulf countries. We have black sheep everywhere. So this happens everywhere in the world, whether it's in the States or in Europe or in Africa or in Asia. It happens everywhere. We always have black sheep. Second of all, we do not take a country or a region or individuals as representatives of Islam. So don't be delusional. We never say that Saudi Arabia is the representative of Islam or the Gulf countries are the representatives of Islam. Islam is judged through the Quran and Sunnah. Individuals are judged through the Quran and Sunnah. Countries are judged through the Quran and the Sunnah. And the more they are closer to the Quran and the Sunnah, the more they are compliant with Allah's law. Thirdly, when we look at the question, buying 2 sports cars, living in big mansions or as stated bungalows and wearing branded clothes, Allah Azza wa Jal states in the Quran that who is it that made what Allah has made halal, made it haram? Who is it? Who comes and says that this is haram where Allah Azza wa Jal made it halal? So when I go to the Quran and Sunnah, do I see that Allah forbids me from wearing branded clothes? No. Does Allah Azza wa Jal forbid me from living in a big house, a big mansion? No. On the contrary, the Prophet said that 4 things are among the things that bring happiness to an individual. What are they? The Prophet mentioned a big house and a good wife and a good ride. So even this is part of the things that Allah Azza wa Jal brings joy to the individual. So no one can say it's haram. Now, what the brother is saying that Allah Azza wa Jal forbade extravagance, forbade wasting money unlawfully. And scholars say that we have to look into this instruction, and it depends from one person to the other. So we have highly paid people, very rich, businessmen, traders, executives, and we have middle style people, and we have poor people. So for those who are in the highest level, if someone's income is, let's say, 100 or 150,000 riyals, and I know people that have such an income. So if they're getting paid approximately 20,000 pounds sterling a month, if he buys a Mercedes E65, for example, AMG, or if he buys something that is decent but it's very expensive, is there anything bad or wrong in it? No, his income allows him. Now, is he buying it to show off? Is he buying it to humiliate others and he feel arrogance in him? If he says, Akhi, I'm practicing, I have this long beard, I pray in the masjid, I never do haram, I do all my obligations in Islam, I say this is permissible. If he has 100 million riyals and he lives in a 5 million riyal villa with a swimming pool, with a tennis court, what's wrong in that? This is halal, as long as he needs it. So if you buy a mansion that has 100 rooms and it's only you and the old lady and a couple of kids, no, this is haram, this is extravagant. But if you buy something that suits you and that is fit to host those who come to you without any extravagant, then this is halal, inshallah.